Hi everyone, here we are, here I am again, jumping to do this episode in English. It's a mission, a challenge. There's a reason why I speak English and I'm in this country, and I've been receiving this call really strong lately to communicate this message in English. I want to I give my thanks to other people who have been supporting this radio in the last 6 months. I've been really actually encouraging, inspiring for me, and I've been a whole journey. So I wanna say thanks to all those people who have been listening, sharing, commenting, and giving me the feedback, positive feedback about not just that the message is good, but also that it has been helpful for their lives and their experiences along the last semester. So I'm really proud and happy that it actually worked. Actually, better than I expected it. I started this radio because I felt a strong calling to share knowledge and to help people to connect dots, to understand the bigger picture. And I think I can give a little bit of my support, how they say, your little grain of sand. I don't know how to say in English. A little bit of the piece. So if I can help in any way with these episodes, I'm super happy for it. So well, what's the topic of today's episode? I wanted to talk or reflect a bit of what's happening with all this change in Aquarius since the 21st of January, that Pluto entered in Aquarius. There's many astrologers talking about this, so I don't want to go to specific terms or technicism. I don't know how to say that. That for me, I try to explain these things to people who doesn't know anything about people who don't know about astrology. So I like to make it simple and focusing on give tools to implement this in the daily life instead of teaching you astrology. It's not about that. It's more about help you to connect dots in your life, in your head, maybe concepts, maybe situations, maybe things that have been happening, and I can help you to connect those and give a jump of consciousness. That would be the objective of this. So I wanted to discuss a bit about all this Aquarian energy that we have been living lately. I've been really strong the last 2 weeks. I've been talking with people about this, different aspects of life. Remember that when we have a transit, you need to check in your chart where is that happening. Aquarius, right? Pluto entered Aquarius, so you have to go to your chart and check where you have Aquarius. Aquarius is gonna be in one of the house of the 12th house on your chart, so you check that area of your life, and that is the scenario where this big change is happening. I did last episode in Spanish though, that I talked about that when it's I remember was the full moon, I think the last we had, and I call it let it go. So in the last full moon, we were shown all the evidence of the things we needed to kind of accept that they were gone, and we had to let it go. It was really evident. You know how it's Aquario, that energy, and Uranus is like a thunder, really unexpected, really fast. And always pushing to the future. It could be a bit traumatic, a bit cold, because it's an air sign, so it's just mine. But we need to have faith that all these changes are pushing us to go to the future, to something that maybe we wouldn't do if we don't have these situations happening to us. So, focusing on the transits, we're going to have the first fortnight of February. So now we have Pluto in Aquario, right? But now we're going to see the personal planets kind of following that transit. So first Mercury, I don't remember now exact the date. I think it was the 5th or the 6th. The first days of Feb is going to enter in Aquarius. Then we have the Moon. Then we have Mars and Venus. So it's like a parade of the planets, the personal planets going through this energy, like following Pluto after this first encounter. And I think it's an invitation for be really open-minded, very, very flexible, and very, very authentic and spontaneous, and actually authenticity is like really important in this moment, because remember that the X 11.5 Uranus, the Sun, or Aquarius Leo, this axe, I don't know how to say that in English, axe, line, pair of signs, represents creativity and authenticity. So, and transparency, flexibility. So I like to see this as a big picture, and maybe I'm gonna mention something now that not many people are gonna like, but honestly, I think I shouldn't care about it. So this axe talks about the ego. Let's put it this way, every sign, right, has a high energy and a low energy. For example, Leo in a high frequency will be a leader, someone who's really creative, authentic, someone who makes people follow them because they shine, not because they impose, right? But a low energy of Leo will be someone really egocentric, kind of narcissist, and just focusing on his or her own benefit. So the same with Aquarius. So you have the high frequency of Uranus, we get Aquarius, that is transparency, equality, connections, freedom. But on the bad side, or not bad, let's say low, you have, it could be really cold, it could be too much air, like too much space, so you feel lonely, so we need to understand that this is happening as a whole, as a community, as a network, right? So if we see the whole picture, this is happening to all humanity now. And what I've been seeing is, because many people is waking up, right? Many people is realizing, like elevating the frequency, getting more aware, more consciousness. See, I think we all can see that it's getting more and more usual, but that's great. But on the other hand, there's other people focusing more in the ego side, right? So I've seen people kind of giving this message, I'm here to awake the humanity and la la la. I would like to say that nobody needs to awake anyone. Everybody has their own time, and we need to respect the trip of each individual. Nobody has the right to conquer the awakening of anyone, and we're all the same. We're just in different stages of the journey. So that's I've been seeing that a lot lately, because maybe because people get a bit of unbalance in these acts that I was talking about, the ego relation between Leo and Aquarius. So you have like a unbalance there, and some people take this personal, but they don't understand that this is happening on like a transcendent level. The whole humanity is changing really quick, looking for more freedom, transparency, looking for the future, like a whole, like a net. And and when you lose the control of your ego, then you feel kind of special in this process, and you play like the conquer game that I don't support. Yeah, so I wanted to say that. I don't know if someone is not gonna like this, but that's okay. That's fine. And well, coming back to the personal planets going through Aquarius one by one. So these first 2 weeks of February, the invitation is to live these days with open mind and understanding that this is happening fast, and this is making us change completely, or how can I say, is these are the new steps of the new era of 200 years from now. Let's put it this way. So we are in abyss of what actually is coming. So I will suggest to be as flexible you can. Remember that Mercury is the planet that represents the psychological process of thinking, understanding. Mercury is like the glasses we use to see our reality. It's the filter. So in Aquarius, it's calling us to be open-minded, and it's the first one. So good, it's the first one. So Pluto entered Aquarius, and then Mercury. So we have an open mind. Then the moon, so it's gonna be exposing our feelings to these changes. Then I think it's Mars that represents the action. So okay, with these new filters, these new glasses, how I'm gonna act. And literally the next day is Venus, so it comes the balance between yang and yin, like the masculine and the feminine energy. So it's pretty interesting, the process, but I think it's really harmonic, to be honest. And plus, the 19th, I think, of February, the sun transit to Pisces. So then we're gonna have all this light of unconditional love to support this process. So yeah, well, oops, I passed the 10 minutes. Well, I was improvising. I'm gonna say this because I usually say this in my Spanish episodes, but maybe you are the first time you're listening this, right? I think this is the second I do in English. But yeah, so I like to improvise. I literally sit somewhere and share the information I canalize and I want to share. I'm an astrology nerd, honestly. I always study. I've been so many years studying astrology, and then I like to share how I interpret what's happening. See? So I kind of put myself out of the avatar. You know, everybody is an avatar. And then I try to see the whole picture and understand how this avatar is playing. And then I have the free will to choose however or how I want to play the game. But if I don't know what's happening, how can I be free? Like, I need to understand what's happening, and then I take my decision. So that's why I do these episodes, and that's why astrology is not predictive. Yeah. It's astrology gives you tools to be actually proactive, not reactive, and understand why things happening without that much suffering, sadness, confusion. When you understand what's happening and you also know yourself, that's why I really encourage you all to see your chart and take some time and understand. I promise it's gonna give you like a jump of awareness of the whole your trip since you were born. It's incredible, so much. Anyway, I'm not gonna open that door because I talk too much about it. But once you have this information and you know yourself more, you start understanding more other people, and then you are able to kind of get out of this avatar and see the whole picture, and gives freedoms, helps to be more compassionate, to have compassion, and understand that we are free to choose whatever we want. Like, yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk more. I passed the 15 minutes. It's always between 10 and 15 max. So that's all for today. Thanks for listening until now. This is the second episode in English, and I promise that this year I'm gonna start doing episodes in English, because that's why I'm on this land and people speak English here. So I hope you like my improvisation, and yeah, and see you next time.